Welcome everyone, thank you so much for coming today. We're thrilled to have you here, especially on this rainy afternoon. Thanks for braving the storm, we appreciate it. This class is called The Impact of Radio on Our Lives, and it was created by a wonderful man named Leon Levy. He was the coordinator of the other non-credit programs. You can see a picture of Leon on the back, and we've dedicated this show today to him because he passed away on February 14th, and we just loved him dearly, and so this performance is for Leon Levy. Today we are doing 2 scripts from the Burns and Allen show. We're also doing an ABBOTT Costello routine, and then we will conclude with a sing-along of Love Nest, which was the theme song for the Burns and Allen show. It was originally from a musical called Mary, and that music was by George M. Cohen. Is that right? I think Cohan. I'm sorry, I have a typo. Not Cohen, Cohan. My name is Sherri Allen, and this course is so much fun. We really encourage you all to sign up for it. If you look on the back of your program, the enrollment information is right there. You can enroll online. You can enroll in person. You can pick up the registration materials today if you like, although enrollment isn't starting until a couple weeks before the class resumes, which will be the week of August 23rd. But we would love to have you in the class. We have a great time, so we hope you will join us. And finally, I would encourage you all to please turn off your cell phones at this point. And we will have also a reception afterwards with snacks over on the side there. We would invite you to stay and enjoy some snacks with us. And in the meantime, welcome to the Impact of Radio on Our Lives, in which we celebrate the shows that had their place in history during the golden age of radio. Our MCs for today's performance are Nee Howard and Lisa Illianna, so I'd like to welcome them to the stage right now, and they will take it from here. Once again, thanks for coming today.
The golden age of radio lasted from the 1920s into the late 1950s and even into the early 1960s. And every day, shortly after sunset, America would pull her chair up to a little box and spend a delightful evening as, magically, fiction was made to come alive.
The George Burns and Gracie Allen show premiered on October 12th in 1950 and was one of the first comedy series to make the successful transition from radio to television. George Burns and Gracie Allen played themselves in the CBS domestic comedy, which was set in their home. Sponsored by the ABBOTT toothpaste and Swan soap, it was the first television series to depict the home life of a working show business couple.
The first script we're going to perform for you was originally broadcast March 8, 1950. It's from the George Burns and Gracie Allen show and is called Income Tax Problem. Bill Goodwin, the announcer, will be played by Dwight Smart. George Burns is played by Jordan Lawson. Gracie Allen is played by Bonnie Smigel. Ralph Hanley, their income tax man, will be played by Harold Sigmund. Their neighbors, Harry and Blanche Morton, will be played by Lisa Illianna and Anita. Bill Goodwin's girlfriend, Mona Knox, will be played by yours truly, Nee Howard, and the music and sound effects will be provided by Evelyn Lipson.
Yes, it's The Evidence Show, transcribed in Hollywood and starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin. For healthy laughter, it's George and Gracie, and for healthier teeth and fewer cavities, it's ABBOTT toothpaste. Well, last night George took Gracie to the ballet, and it's an evening he'll never forget. He'd like to. To Gracie, it was a new and exciting experience, and she's still thrilled about it.
Oh, gee, everybody was there. Did you notice Bob Taylor and Barbara Stanwyck sitting in front of us?
Yeah, that Barbara Stanwyck certainly is gorgeous.
Oh, I'll say. Those actors really marry beautiful women, don't you, George?
That we do.
During intermission, there was some very exciting gossip in the powder room.
Oh?
Mrs. Harris said, "I wonder why Sarah Townsend didn't come to the ballet." So I said, "Well, maybe she had a fight with her husband." And she said, "Oh, not Sarah." And I said, "Well, I don't blame her if she's running around with another woman." And so she said, "Poor Sarah. Who will take care of their 5 children?" And I said, "Well, not that no good husband of hers."
That sounds real exciting.
Yes, it would be even more exciting if I knew who Sarah Treadwell was.
You don't even know Sarah Treadwell?
I don't even know Mrs. Harris.
Oh, interesting yarn. Well, what do you think of the ballet?
Oh, I loved it. Although you dozed off a couple of times.
I ate too much dinner.
But the dancers were so polite. They danced on their toes so they wouldn't wake you. You know, the last scene at the ballet disappointed me. You remember how that big, strong, handsome man in tights chased the beautiful ballerina?
Yeah.
He chased her around that stage like crazy. When he finally caught her, down came the curtain. I wish he'd started chasing her 10 minutes sooner.
Well, we'll read about it in the Wella Parsons column. Honey, that was the idea of the ballet. When the fellow caught the girl, the show was over.
It's a good thing Bill Goodwin isn't a ballet dancer. The show would have been over in 2 minutes.
2 minutes, Bill is slowing up. Come in.
Hello, George.
Hey, hello, Ralph. How are you? Gracie, you know Ralph Hanley. He makes out our income tax every year.
Of course. How are you, Mr. Hanley?
Fine, thank you, Mrs. Burns.
George told me you were coming over. So to help you, I figured out our income tax. You'll find it on the desk. The government owes us $6 million.
Mrs. Burns, how did you ever get such a figure?
No starches and plenty of exercise.
Lots